Well, for those of you that are pissed off what the FBI director did and let Hillary Clinton get by scot free with a, you shouldn't have done that, that kind of shit. Yeah, he freaking hardly did anything. He actually did less than I thought, to tell you the truth. I didn't think nothing was going to really happen to her, but I thought he was going to at least go through the motions of recommending something that should be done. And I thought Loretta Lynch was going to stop it. Eh. So much for that. It shows you how corrupt they are. But what's going to happen here is like Russia, China, and Israel got all the emails. It's at least three countries, and I think North Korea. But we all know that Vladimir Putin doesn't want to deal with Hillary Clinton as president of the United States. She's a freaking nut job. She can't even freaking control what's going on in security on her BlackBerry phone. She'd be walking around with the briefcase with all the nukes in it, and she's actually said a whole pile of stuff, even against Vlad. She called Vlad, what is it, like Adolf Hitler and stuff, and like that's like you're stupid for doing that. I mean, if you maybe if you just said that and you're not somebody representing the United States, that's one thing, and you don't, you're just saying it. If she was Secretary of State and she was actually, or former Secretary of State, and she was actually saying Vlad was like Adolf Hitler, talking about now, honestly, I know Vlad. Well, he's a disciplined guy. I know that. Very disciplined. He's smart. He's also a dictator. Okay, but he's also pro-Russian. He's a patriot. He's a dictator patriot, and you don't mess with this guy because it doesn't necessarily mean it's hunky dory with this deal. But if he wasn't running Russia, the New World Order would have crushed Russia a long time ago. I guess that's one good thing about him for the Russians, right? My personal opinion, I'm going to tell you before I tell you what Vlad's going to do exactly. My personal opinion is that the United States and Russia ought to get together and rule the world and say to hell with it. That's it. We call the shots as partners. That's the way I look at it. You think that's evil? Oh, well, maybe it is. I don't know, but that's the way I look at it, okay? I would not try to be an adversary of Russia. That's what if I was in the driver's seat of this country. That's the way I'd be playing it. I just get aggravated at people that think that Vlad is out here to save the USA and stuff. No, he's not. Come on. Actually, one of the key things I always pick up with Russia today, man. Anytime there's a fake stage mass shooting in the United States, RT says, "Oh, they got to stop, ban all these weapons." You know what that deal is? The deal is complete control over the peasants, right? But Vlad has got the emails, and he's not going to release them personally, of course, but they're going to get released through Russian somehow. I don't know, maybe through I don't know where, Latvia or something. Man, I don't know. Maybe some other country that borders Russia. Some inconspicuous blogger is going to release the emails, and she's going to go down because on those emails you're going to see a lot of bribes. you know, hey, I'll give you $100 million. You get us a contract for like planes or something, F-15s or F-16s and whatever for Saudi Arabia, right? Loads of stuff like that, right? And so these will all be released before the election. Now, the people that voting for it anyway, they're going to keep voting for it because these people. You see, America actually is so screwed up right now because it's not like America's screwed up. The people actually are rotted in from the inside out. Because I actually even have to comment something further on this. Besides the Hillary supporters, which I think are totally brain dead. I mean, I don't really like the Democratic Party too much, but I could see how a person could like Bernie. I mean, somebody gonna gig me for saying that, but because that's. As I noticed some things, I'm not too cool on Bernie, but Bernie is at least he has a heart. He does think government's gonna run the show and help everybody, but he's got a heart, and he's against the big guys. He's against the IMF. He's against Wall Street and that shit. At least he says he is. I know she's not getting $225,000 to talk in front of Goldman Sachs for 15 minutes, right? So I can see how people are Democrats that like Bernie. I mean, it makes more sense, right? I can't see Hillary. Hillary is like, she's worse than George Bush, man, by far. I can't see it at all. And the thing is, like, I realize that those people that support that thing, they're still going to be here. You know, it's like she goes away, those people are still going to be here. And the other side of it is this. The other problem is this. America's actually lost a lot of its toughness. Um, like right now, I'm just talking on a damn thing, right? But I actually do some videos with stuff on them. Once in a while with real shit. But America's lost a lot of its toughness. Even people that are supposedly right wing and conservative and Christian, and they're some of the ones that are supposedly opposing Hillary Clinton. Man, they're a bunch of freaking old dork wimps. Most of them are, and even the ones that aren't, they're like just diehard Republicans or some crap. I mean, I don't necessarily side with the Republicans. I like most of them, man. Well, actually, you found out now that the establishment Republicans are all voting for Hillary Clinton. But here, I just want to cheer you up on this thing. I'm not going to actually try to get this video out and make all kinds of money on it or nothing like that. I'm just trying to cheer people up. Is that yeah, Vlad? I think this is an accurate assessment I'm putting out here. I was, you know, I was joking when I was saying about the FBI is going to, do the hangman's noose and shit. It was really to cheer people up, but I didn't think they would be that lame. I thought they were going to at least recommend something be done about her to Loretta Lynch, and I thought Loretta Lynch was going to say no. That's what I thought was going to happen. I didn't think this guy, the director, was going to cave that much. I mean, I didn't really totally trust him that he was going to do something, but now I think he's a piece of crap from all hell, to tell you the truth. But, you know, got no respect for the FBI now at all, period. They're all a bunch of bullshit. Um, but, I can't just jump over the side and rush and say, yeah, I like the FSU or something. Come on, KGB, yeah, right. Actually, I'm for just get rid of all these bullshit organizations. But Putin is going to do us a favor. Not that he's doing us a favor. He's doing himself a favor, but it's going to work out as a favor for us because he's going to, Hillary's toast, man. He doesn't want that yoke. He doesn't want that thing. He doesn't want to deal with that. He'd rather deal with his ex-wife in the White House, for crying out loud. And that's saying a lot. I mean, his ex-wife is a total freaking. Well, I don't want to say nothing about his ex-wife. I think after a while he got it. Well, you know what? I remember reading some stuff about that with his ex-wife. She was in astrology and astronomy and whatever the gobbledygook. I don't want to get into that personal stuff, but I don't even want to make a comparison between his ex-wife and Hildebeest. There's absolutely no comparison. His ex-wife is actually a gazillion. I don't even want to say nothing against her. I mean, she's probably a fine lady, but they just didn't get along after a while. But I know Putin doesn't want to deal with the Hildebeest, period. And Hildebeest having like walking around with the briefcase with the codes for the nuclear weapons. Oh God, shit. Oh, what do you mean? She talks about she wiped the email server. What do you mean, like wiped it with an eraser? Oh God, nah. What do you mean? I just pressed some buttons. I mean, I don't know what the heck. I don't know what these buttons mean. So half the Earth is gone. Shit. Well, you know what? I think America's toast anyway because America's turned into a bunch of freaking wimps, and for the most part, I really do. But I think Hildebeest ain't gonna make it. So that's one good thing. Anyway, just trying to cheer you up on this bullshit. I'm pretty damn sure of this though. This guy he doesn't want her in here, and I'm not saying he's doing it. He's just gonna be doing what the hell the FBI director should have been doing. It's not like he's doing us a favor. He's doing himself a favor, but he's doing us a favor by doing them because we got a common cause here, man. We got to get rid of this Hildebeest, man, big time. And honestly, if I was the guy, honestly, I gave Vlad a lot of shit on some of my videos, but mainly that was because of these idiots that think this guy is out to save the planet. But obviously, if I was in the secretary, if I was even anything with the government at all, I would not be saying anything bad against this guy at all. Period. I'm not that stupid. I'm not that stupid. It's like she, as Secretary of State, and after being that she was Secretary of State, she compares Vlad to Adolf Hitler. God, man, talk about a way to piss somebody off just for the hell of it. Mm-hmm. Lady, you're an idiot. I don't know what she's incompetent, and she's not. You know what gets me about the Clintons? They don't even know how to scam. Even Obama with that birth certificate, what a joke that thing was. I could create a better birth certificate than those jerks did. Whoever the hell he had hired up there, and I don't even know how to do graphics. You know that? I mean, they're stupid. Hillary doesn't even know how to lie. She's a lousy liar. Bill's a little bit better, but he's not that good either. These people aren't even that smart, man. That's what gets me about them, man. You know, it's like they're not. It's not they're getting away with this shit because they're smart. It's just there's other people just hooking them up because that's the way they want to control us, the American people. And just remember, Vlad is all about control. He's the law in Russia. He is the law, and I don't want a situation where it's one person's the law over here, like crap that's going on already. Um, and you know now we got the elitist over here, the law. But just keep in mind that he doesn't want Hillary as president over here, and he's got her by the cojones, or whatever. He's got her by the nipples, cojones, whatever the hell he's got. I don't know, but she's done, and you know he's got when that information comes out. Yeah, there's gonna be still diehard Hillary supporters. Actually, you know what I think we ought to do with those diehard Hillary supporters that still even after that, yeah, send her to the freaking Soviet Union and they do work in the mines. Soviet Union, work in the mines up in northern Siberia. That's what I think ought to do with them. Get rid of them. Serious, right? I agree with you there, buddy. Anyway, over and out. She's toast. She's toast. And yeah, just now everybody knows that the government in this country is not for the people at all. The FBI is not for the people at all, and they do weed out. Well, I don't want to say nothing about the FBI in general all the way because you know this is the way it is. Any of these organizations or in the military, they weed out the people that aren't yes people, and not only are they weed out the people who are yes people, they got to keep the people in there to have a nice image. You notice how the director's FBI had a really nice image, even though what he was saying in substance was total garbage. He said it in such a cute, nice way, and he looked so nice up there with his little tie on and shit. guy's a bunch of bullshit. Oh, man. So anyway, Vlad's doing us a favor. Not because he wants to do us a favor, but he's doing us a favor because he sees her as a problem and for him in Russia. And she is a problem for him in Russia. She's a problem for world peace, big time. And, you know, if she wins, we're going to have World War III. That'll be the end of her, too. It'll be the end of most of the United States, the end of the freaking most of the world. And I don't hope she don't win, but I think he's going to, well, he's going to at least give the information that was on those emails, you know, with, yeah, we'll give you $50 million. You hook us up over here. We're coming from a foreign power. You give us some state secrets. You give us some deals. You do this for us, and we give you $50 million in your tax-free fraud foundation. Yeah, anyway, I think everybody ought to be a tax-free foundation. How about that? Everybody's a 501c, right? How about that? Everybody. What's he going to say? You believe in Jesus. You know how to do, you know how to do that crap today? 501c3c. Yay! Holy, holy. I'm saved. It's not a scam. Anyway, over and out. Not working really hard on this video per se, but it's got to cheer some people up about this because I realize this stuff isn't over yet. But it's good if you keep pressure on the FBI director and you keep pressure on all the freaking... And, you know, the major media, I don't know why the hell they're even in business anymore. Why the hell, how could they even be in business anymore? Who the hell's listening to these people? It's bullshit. You know, ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox, they're all bullshit. I don't understand even how they could be in business anymore. I don't listen to any of that crap. I mean, I do just to see sometimes what the hell they said. But usually I listen to a clip on YouTube rather than going to their channel. You know, going to the actual news network. I'll listen to a clip on YouTube and I'll see what the hell they said. You know, this YouTube not being flawless, I'll say that. They're at least like the most populist voice that's major around. There's no doubt about that. You know, definitely. So, anyway, Vlad, thanks a lot. Appreciate it very much. And take a lot of vitamin C and live a long time because, honestly, right now, I'm really liking you because you're going to stop this bitch. I'm in totally agreement with you all the way. And, maybe you can retire and not be a dictator anymore and live on an island with all the broads you like or whatever you like to do. And that'll be nice. And then they'll fuck with you. You can kind of step aside and let some other shithead get in there once in a while. Anyway, over and out. Thanks a lot, Vlad. Over and out. Hill the Beast is going down. So, good job.